Hello guys, welcome back. I actually had a plan. I decided to do a story time today, mostly because something weird happened about 2 weeks ago. Um, and this is basically the story on how I nearly broke my car, like a car, not my car. I don't have a car, but where I broke my coworker's car nearly. And this was the craziest way ever. Okay, do keep in mind it's cold outside and there is snow. We have snow right now, quite a lot actually. And okay, I have this one coworker. He's a really nice guy. He's just a little younger than I am. For the sake of the story, we're gonna give him a name, which is gonna be Kevin. Let's go with Kevin. And Kevin is a vet at my workplace, and he's really nice, very green still, but that's fine, you know. He's learning a lot, and he's doing great. So it was, it is so funny, is because he lives very close to one of the bus stops that I take the bus from to town, and he was gonna finish about the same time as me, so he offered me a ride, which is amazing. I mean. It cuts off a lot of my trip. Instead of an hour, it takes me spontaneously like 30 minutes to get home, which is a big difference. And yeah, so he drove me into town. That was the idea then. I waited for him outside, and he got outside, and we got in the car all fine. And I closed the door, and the door didn't close. And I was like, oh my god, did I just break your car? It was so horrible. I was like, oh my god. I just like kept trying opening and closing, opening and closing. It just didn't lock in. Like the way that it locks in, it didn't do that. And we did that for like a good 5 minutes. And we were like, yeah, okay, well, now you basically got to follow with me because I can't drive with a car door that's falling open constantly. Which is true. So we took the 3-minute drive to where he would normally drop me off. And we came to the road much. And we came to the parking. And he literally, I opened the door, got out. I was like, can you imagine, first of all, this trip? You're holding the door. You're not tiny at this point. I'm pregnant. I'm not tiny anymore. And everything hurts. And I'm holding onto that door for dear life so it doesn't open up. And every turn he took, you could feel the door giving in a little, you know? It was so anxious. It was so awful. One of the worst car drives ever, other than the one that we had in Wales one time. I'm going to talk about the wheel strip one time that I had with an ex of mine. But yeah, basically, it was chaos. I was holding on. I was having half panic attacks, like, oh my god, the door's gonna open, the door's gonna open. But it thankfully never did. So it was a very short ride. We got there, parked the car, opened the car door, closed it, and it locked in. I was like, are you kidding me? So I was like, how old is this car? He was like, oh yeah, it's about maybe 10, 11 years old. It's not that old. It's not that bad. So I was like, did this happen ever before? He was like, oh yeah, with the back door. Okay. How the hell did he solve it that time? He's like, oh yeah, it just randomly started working again. So I was like, okay. But yeah, I'm just going to grab a shoelace and tie it to the seat to make sure it doesn't open. Just in case. I don't know, guys. I don't feel like that's the solution. At this point, you need to get your car checked, right? Or am I just wrong? I don't have a car. I don't drive. So, I mean, maybe this is just an assumption of me. That somebody would fix their car at this point or get it checked why their car door doesn't lock. Then we also had a few suggestions, like after the weekend. This happened on a Friday. So after the weekend, we're like, could it be because it was so cold outside? I don't know. Is this possible? Anyways, he never had the problem again, and I got home safely, and it's not one of the worst drives I've had, but it was pretty scary for a second. with a car door opening constantly. And I mean, the potential people walking on the sidewalk and getting smacked in the face by open door all of a sudden really flashed by my eyes there. Like, I saw things happen at this point, like holding on, like, at the same time. I mean, like, oh God, people, oh God, a turn. I'm like, oh. And I got home, and I was like, oh my God, what just happened today? And this is a Friday. You don't want to have that stuff on a Friday after work, you know? You're tired. You want to relax. And this is what happened. I'm so confused still. But it never happened again. He gave me 2 more drives after that, and it was fine. But I really was thinking, like, I broke the damn car. Which is crazy, but I didn't break it. And he had it before, so it's the car's fault at this point, right? I can say that. I think so. I think I can say that it was the car's fault. But yeah, I still have to figure out what kind of car it was, because I can't remember what kind of car he drives for some reason. Otherwise, Kevin is a great guy for dropping me off every time when I ask him to. And he's overall very, very sweet. And very nice, very good at his job. Very thorough, slow at that point. Sorry, man, you're a bit slow, but you're doing great. I will hopefully not get to hear about this one afterwards. I don't think you know my channel, so that's fine. But just in case if he does. I don't think my work knows most of my videos exist. So, yay me. Now I can talk smack about them. No, but I won't talk smack about them. They're nice people, so there's no smack to talk about. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great week, and I will come with another story time next. Probably. I got a few car drive story times, some public transport story times, and probably some waitressing story times, which, by the way, I waitressed for maybe 6 months, and like 9 months maybe? It wasn't that long, and I got some weird shit. So I will see you guys in the next story time, and have a nice day. See you next.